Alright, I know I said new big videos would be coming, but right now we've got far bigger fish to fry. So as you all know, HBO Max recently faced a giant purge. Now a majority of the beloved shows that used to play on it have been swept out of sight. Some of them including OKKO, a portion of Sesame Street, Close Enough, and Infinity Train. And who's behind all this? Warner Brothers Discovery. All the details directly point to the CEO, David Zaslav. And why? Well, I've heard a variety of reasons for it. Some say it's just corporations doing what they do best, spreading misery onto the public for money. Others say it may be due to controversy related to religious beliefs, which I find just plain ridiculous, because how the hell would Sesame Street tie in with that? But above all, I've heard that all this is being transferred to an upcoming streaming service called HBO Max/Discovery Plus, which seems like one of the more believable reasons. But keep in mind, just because I say it sounds believable, that doesn't mean I for one actually believe it. But I can see why others would find it plausible. As for me, if this is what David had up his sleeve the whole time, then why wasn't he more vocal about this? If you ask me, this just makes the whole situation seem even more suspicious. It doesn't matter if they follow through with this or not, I can already tell this is gonna leave a bad taste in everyone's mouths one way or another. And that's even in the best case scenario. At worst, the site's production gets cancelled, which means these shows will continue being impossible to find. Should that be the case, then this basically means that all the work the crew and actors put into these shows will be for nothing. Speaking of which, there's another point I've been holding on to since the start. For another unexplained reason, Infinity Train's been getting the worst treatment as of late, as that show wasn't just wiped from HBO Max, but many other sites as well. The episodes, including the pilot, were taken from the Cartoon Network YouTube channel, and the DVDs were pulled from just about every website you can think of, except for eBay, where they're being sold for literal hundreds now. Why would you go this far against this one show, Zaslav? It's like you've got some kind of personal vendetta towards it. Maybe I'm exaggerating here, but it really feels like he was trying to outdo the scummy pulls that we've got from other companies recently. It just feels like they were trying to turn this into some kind of theme. Like the suffering of their own fans is a game to them. Dear God! What is it with cartoon services lately? First Chapex stomps the Owl House into the ground, then Netflix starts canceling an assload of shows that seem really promising, and now we have to deal with this? And after my last update, I was so sure that everything was moving in a good direction. But as always, fate decides to laugh at us all and play dirty jokes that lead to disgraceful occurrences like these. The fact that Warner Bros. Was involved in this leaves a nasty pit in my stomach. To think a studio that made up almost my whole childhood only to years later not only shoot down hardworking animators and producers, but also attack beloved franchises like this. Honestly, what did Sesame Street ever do to them? No, I'm not gonna let that go. And especially not with Infinity Train. I've got a strong feeling that there's gonna be more to this situation somewhere down the road, so you better believe there's gonna be a follow-up to this. As well as something I should have done long ago, a review of Infinity Train. I know it's harder to find now, to the point where the creator, Owen Daniels, even recommended piracy at one point. I'm not even joking. But no matter what it takes, with the exception of piracy, I'd prefer not to go there. Infinity Train will get a Nutty and Isness review. And in case Atomic happens to be watching this, I'm totally gonna invite you to help out with it when the right time comes. I know how much you love the show, and because of that, I'd hate for you to be left out of this production. Speaking of which, it's also a shame that all this had to happen now, just as I finished writing for the Mystery Incorporated ranking. Oh, yeah, I never brought that up. About a week ago, I finally finished the writing portion of the next Scooby-Doo ranking. However, after all this took place, I've been hesitant of actually recording it. I'm sorry, but this has gotten bad enough to the point where I feel unclean just talking about Warner Brothers. I really don't want to expect the worst in this situation, but it seems dangerously certain that just might be the case. The Owl House review will still be coming first, that's for sure. As far as I know anyway. But I'll probably put the last of the recordings for the Mystery Incorporated ranking on hold for a bit until some better news comes up. Or something else happens that makes me change my mind, but the former seems most likely at the moment. Cartoons really do deserve better. Animators and artists deserve better. These companies need to learn that. Again, most of this year has sunk, and more than ever it seems. I just want to see a silver lining from all this. I want to see a happy ending of some kind for once! But as I tend to say, we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks to those of you who had the strength to make it to the end, and I hope to see you again at a brighter time. So take care all.